Alright, yo, what's good, guys? Today's gonna be June 4th, Wednesday, 2025. Today is gonna be day 3 of my funded journey, and let me say, I'm learning a lot. That doesn't necessarily mean good. I'm learning a lot of bad stuff, so a lot of flaws in my mentality, not so much about my model or my trading, but more about my mentality. And I'm kind of learning things as we go. But honestly, this is really like, I paid $16 for this, and I just want to say this for myself or for whoever watching. Like, fundeds, it's $16. I paid $16 to have a chance at 50,000 real dollars. Like, that's just not supposed to be easy. And like, I kind of failed to realize that at first, but this shit's not supposed to be easy. I don't know why I thought it was supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy, but mentally, if it's easy, it's going to be easy. But that's something that it takes balls to do. But we're gonna do it. Then we gonna do it. I got heavy faith in myself and the people around me that we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Anyways, I didn't make a recap video for the third, which was yesterday, only because I took one trade. This is kind of where my emotional roller coaster kind of began. We had the perfect sell model here. We inversed. We had a sweep. We're respecting all bearish confluences. Basically, in my head, we're going to crash. We're going to go down. The draw is, hopefully here. But I think my flaw here was targeting external liquidity in a bullish market. I think that if like moving on, my lesson from this would be that like when you have a short opportunity in a bullish market, you should really like target internal lows. So I'm talking about targeting these or maybe even these. No. But even like targeting these lows, or these lows, targeting something really internal in the model when you're opposing your bias. Like say that the model it's beautifully, it just appears itself out there just to kind of, not target external, rather target internal, only because it goes against your bias and because we have every reason to go up, because on a higher time frame, this is a respected fair value gap. We're respecting here. This is a fair value gap. We're respecting here. We have every reason to continue moving upwards. This was like a 5-minute retrace. That one's on me. But I ended up taking a short right here after we closed from the change in the state. Right as we closed, I entered here. We went down here. We took this liquidity, right? We ended up coming up, right? And here, oh, there we go. So we come up here, and I'm not really sure why I didn't hold, but like price action was, I don't know. Like I had no conviction in my trade. And I think not having any conviction is probably the worst feeling to ever have. So honestly, I was just happy to take my profits. So I exited right here, like right where my comment bubble is. I took my take profit here. I was so done with this trade. This was like a $16 trade. I was just so happy to get out because like I knew we were gonna go bullish. I just knew. So I took my take profit here, choppy ass price action, and look at this, right? Like literally right as I took my take profit, bro. I mean, wow. So that was pretty scary. And this is kind of where like my emotional roller coaster, like my real encounter with NQ came, because like, holy shit. It moves in crazy ways. Like you have to be mentally so sound that it's going to work. You have to manifest that shit's going to work. You have to know. You have to be able to walk away. And you have to be able to come back and know that shit is going to go your way. And honestly, I'm lacking that right now, but tomorrow's going to be a new day. We're going to restart, and we got this. We got this. It's all a mentality. We got this. Today was a rough one. I can't even lie. So, woke up in London session this morning, I was pretty bearish. I'm not gonna lie. We had this big inverse and for value gap. We respected it. Honestly, we had every reason to target these external lows. Honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm not really even upset about this trade, really. Um, I entered right off the rejection of the change in state. We had this for value gap here. Um, up here, you can't really see. We had SMT and we had a sweep inverse, and we had a for value gap that I respected. We came down. We came back up into it. I shorted here. Honestly, on this one, I think it was just a matter of stop loss. Let me actually check. This was NAS at 230. Hold on. This is at 230. This was on 1 minute. Hold up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the market just ended up moving upwards. Yeah, here we go. We ended up coming up back into this for value gap. Did we end up sweeping this low? No, we did not. So we did not end up sweeping these external lows. We did sweep internal lows. We kind of had a choppiness. We inverted this for value gap. Retested the change in state, kind of consolidated in the change in state. And, well, we kind of left without me while I was snoozing. But, honestly, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's going to be a new day tomorrow. So I was minus 60. By now, I think the account was at break even, 50K. And then this morning, I had a $300 loss. Honestly, this morning, I was kind of like all over the place. My bias was switching all over the place, honestly. I can't really say that I'm like happy about the day because it's hard to manage your emotions. However, I'm not heartbroken. It's going to be a new day tomorrow, and whoever got stomped on this, it is what it is. If you look here, we ended up just crashing, so getting stopped there was probably the best decision, because we ended up, we actually did end up sweeping this, but I would have had to have my stop loss here, and those are some crazy balls, bro. My drawdown would have been at my max already with my 4 contracts. So honestly, I think like overall, going into tomorrow and stuff, I think I'm just going to mentally restart, and I'm just going to recap my rules on bias. I'm going to, my fault. Yeah, going into next week, it's going to be going into tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be scaling down maybe 3 minis, 4 minis instead of the 5. Preferably risking 200 per trade to get 600, give or take. I just know my time is coming. Psychology, I gotta tee up. It's gonna be a new day. For anybody who also had losses today, for anybody else who had losses today, it's gonna be a new day. It's a new day. You gotta remember, mentality is over literally everything, and honestly, if you can control your mentality, you're gonna go places. So hopefully, everyone's still doing good, but that's gonna be it for today.